To politics now, Hillary Clinton canceled the Bay Area fundraising event that was supposed to take place today.
Concerns about Hillary Clinton's health have raised questions about what happens when candidates get sick on the campaign trail. With answers to some of those questions is KPIX 5 political reporter Melissa Caen. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. So last night it came through that she was canceling this fundraiser here in San Francisco, and I went to the Twitter to see what the kids were saying. And I saw that pretty much immediately people were interested to know what happens if a candidate either can't continue on the campaign trail or they drop out of the race. Now, I want to be clear, Clinton's doctors have only said that she has pneumonia, so this is a massive hypothetical, but folks are curious about the process, so let's talk about it. So for Democrats, what you need to know is that, number one, it is not automatically Tim Kaine. The vice president does not automatically become the nominee. And number two, it is also not automatically Bernie Sanders. Now, the replacement could be Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, Kenny Choi here, right next to me. Are you 35 yet?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Older.
Then it definitely can be you. The rules of the party do not limit who can be picked. So the question is, who does the picking? The Democratic National Committee. That's a group of about 450 people. They're the party leaders from each state. They're elected officials, and they're also about 200 people elected by the party to be members. So forget the delegates. For Democrats, it's up to the committee, and they can pick whoever they want. Whoever gets a majority of the votes would be the new nominee.
All right, so here's another hypothetical. During this campaign, there have also been some rumors that Donald Trump might drop out. So what would and how would Republicans replace him if that were to happen? Hypothetically.
That's right. Of course, hypothetically. Like with the Democrats, there's no automatic answer on the Republican side. Mike Pence does not automatically get the spot. For Republicans, there are actually two options. The Republican National Committee can decide to have some of its own members pick the new candidate, or the Republican National Committee can reconvene the convention. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they'd have a big event again. The rule appears to allow delegates to convene electronically, so maybe via Skype, or they could cast their votes on a computer without physically getting together. Either way, by committee or by delegates, the winner has to get a majority of the votes on the Republican side as well.
Okay, so has it ever happened before? Has a candidate gotten the nomination and then had to withdraw?
No. No, not a presidential nomination. No presidential candidate has ever gotten the nomination and then left the ticket before Election Day. Now, in 1972, a vice presidential candidate, Bob Eagleton, left the Democratic Party ticket after getting the nomination. And the Democratic National Committee, of course, as we said before, had to come together and pick his replacement, who was Sergeant Shriver. There's your Monday trivia.
Okay.
Father of Maria Shriver, former
trivia.
First Lady of California.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so we just want to make clear, though, the fundraiser in San Francisco is not canceled, just her appearance at the fundraiser
That is true. That is true. I'm sorry, yes. Yeah. Her part of the fundraiser is canceled. I do believe it's going forward as an event.
Yes. All right. Melissa, thanks so much.